I'm going to make this video here while I load ammunition. I had one of the craziest things I heard today. I mean, I'm talking about asinine, really. A friend of mine told me that there was a church, a local church, that's talking about posting the "you can't carry handguns here" sign, the CCW sign. And this just shows you the depth of what these people do not understand. First of all, anybody who has a concealed carry license knows full well that you cannot carry a firearm in a place of worship unless you have permission. That's a fact. We all know that. It's a felony. Your sign doesn't make the difference, okay? And if that person is going to, and I'm not talking about a CCW party, if somebody, anybody, is going to violate the law, what makes you think that sign is going to make the difference? That sign means nothing. Well, it does mean something, and we'll get to that in a minute. To break the law is going to break the law, whether you got a sign or not. And even if it wasn't a felony in Ohio to carry a firearm in a place of worship, if I would carry it, if it was posted like it is a regular business, if I would carry a firearm in there, it's a 4th-degree misdemeanor. It's nothing. It's a ticket. Okay? And maybe you tell me to leave, okay, and I leave. There's nothing there. Okay, so your sign is silly. Except for the fact that your sign is telling everybody that we ain't carrying guns here. This is a free fire zone. Okay? And we're wide open. Yeah, I know, they put guys on the... Here's the thing. They put guys on doors. They might put a couple guys in the front of the sanctuary or whatever. Okay? Maybe even a couple of them are armed. I don't know. But the thing of it is, they are posted. And anybody that half knows their butt from a hole in the ground will take them out first before they even have a chance to respond. That's simple. That person, and whether this is just generally allowing everybody to carry concealed weapons or having specific people, okay, having specific armed people, these people, in more than one, several, need to be mixed into the tapestry. They need to be in the background. They need to be the people that an individual cannot select out as calculating that he's acting as a security officer or he may be carrying a weapon. So he needs to blend in. But see, these people don't understand this because they don't understand something. They don't know how people's brains work. They don't know how people discern. Okay? They certainly have no... Now, we're talking somebody comes in and shoots up a church. We're not talking about a criminal. Okay? I mean, it's crime, but we're not talking about a criminal mind. We're talking about a twisted mind. And these people in the churches have been living inside their little shelter for so long that they don't understand what that mind is and what that mind may be capable of. And they think that by disarming everybody that they're going to make the place safe. Well, they think, okay, well, if somebody else gets up here and returns fire, well, some innocent person might get hit by that person's bullet. I find myself a little bit... That's a silly argument because I have a guy there that's deliberately killing people, and I'm worrying that I might accidentally shoot someone else when he's doing it on purpose. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But let's talk about another error in this churches. The scriptures, Old Testament and New Testament, regularly talk about protecting the weak, protecting the innocent, protecting your family, providing. See, providing isn't just giving them food and shelter. Providing is giving them safety, too, protection. Okay? And people errantly believe that Jesus is standing at the front door. Well, let's answer that. What did Jesus say in the book of Luke? Well, Jesus said, he's talking about previously when he had sent them out to minister. He sent them with nothing. They had no food, no nothing. You know, he says, you remember when I sent you before? And I'm going to paraphrase it. Remember when I sent you before, did you lack for anything? And they said, no, we didn't lack for anything. He says, now I send you, if you have a purse, take it. If you have a knapsack, take it. And if you don't have a sword, buy one. Sell your cloak and buy one. Now, us Christians, being that we don't want to acknowledge that. Okay, I don't care if you're standing up on, you don't want to acknowledge that. That God says that you can use force. Because you don't understand the rest of the thing. We talk about turning the other cheek and all that. You don't understand that. But using force to defend yourself and to have the means of using that force to defend yourself, they don't understand that. They have this old peacenik Jesus thing in their mind. And that's not true. Jesus knows perfectly well how evil the world is and how people will, more than likely, a certain percentage will have to raise arms in their own defense. They don't like to acknowledge it, but it's a fact. So anyway, Jesus said that, and throughout the scriptures it talks about protecting the weak and all that. Okay? So basically what the church is doing is denying the faith. Think about it. Denying the faith and counteracting the Word of God. If that's what he said, that's what he said. I don't care if you like it or not. Now, the fact of the matter is, the way it comes to human entities, okay, I mean, most churches, if it comes between choice between the Word of God and doctrine is selected because they believe that the doctrine is already the Word of God, and it's unchallengeable. It's made by man. It's not unchallengeable. But, you know, they want to challenge it. That's the way it is. That's the way our council said it is. No. And here's another thing about these councils. I'm going to go off track here a little bit. Protestants criticize the Catholic councils who believe they act in the same authority that the Council of the Apostles acted in the book of Acts, Acts 15 actually. Okay. Yet when their own church does that, it's okay. That's crazy. It really is. People are just weird. So, yeah, it's, you know, I mean, there's clear scriptural command that you're to defend the weak and be able to defend yourself. Jesus said it outright. Now, people will turn around and come out and say, well, he was talking about the sword of the Spirit. You're full of crap. You're full of crap. Okay, let me explain something here about the English language. When I come in and read something, okay, if somebody's going to use something in a figurative manner, okay, like Jesus said, I come not to bring peace but a sword, well, then he goes on and says what that analogy means. Where he's separating, you know, son from father, daughter from mother, you know. He explains what it means. But in Luke 22, where I think the cloak and sword thing is, there is no indication in that entire passage that anything he's talking about, anything, is being spoken of figuratively. That it's anything other than literally what he says. So when he talks about the purse, when he talks about the sack, he talks about the cloak, when he talks about the sword, he wasn't speaking figuratively. He was speaking literally. So you have to ask yourself, if I don't have a sword, and today's version of a sword would be a handgun, because a sword was a defensive weapon. If I don't have my sword, am I violating the clear intent of the Word of God? I say yes, you are. Yes, you are. If you're not ready to provide defense, to provide for the weak. If you're not ready to defend yourself, as he obviously in Luke 22 wanted you to be able to defend yourself, and he didn't tell them, go buy a sword so you can show everybody what a neat sword you got. Ain't what? All right. Then you're denying what Christ said. You're denying what the entire Bible says. All the way through. Nowhere in the Bible does it tell you to lay down. Nowhere in the Bible does it tell you to be weak. Nowhere in the Bible does it tell you to surrender to anybody but Jesus Christ himself. Sorry, you may want to twist it that way. It ain't there. And I defy anybody to prove me that it is. Okay? Alright, I'm done with my rant. Go ahead and get your cackles on. And yeah, but they told me that they're going to post those signs. That's stupid. I'm sorry, that's just plain stupid. People living in La La Land, they're not in reality. So, and if if it was my church and they posted those signs, I would publicly take pictures of them and tell everybody, look at these signs they got up here, and say, and what kind of idiots they are. Same kind of thing I'm doing right now. That's what I would do. You're going to do something dumb like that, just let the world find out. Oh, by the way, I won't be there because I will not sit in your Target. I'm sorry. You made the place a Target. You openly advertise it. We don't got no guns here. Maybe this old geezer over here has got his guns. Like, I won't. You stop that, you little whippersnapper. Okay? Seriously. You got no men, strong, determined, and trained. Oh, I got trained. I got trained 45 years ago. Right. I haven't fired my weapon in 15 years. That's good. That's who you want. Okay, I'm rambling now. So I will see you later. God bless you. Go ahead and yell at me. It's fine. All right. Love you. Bye.